Okay, happy Monday, everyone. Hope everyone is having a great day. So a couple things I want to share before we get into week 6 today. First off, I always want to go over what we've done the last 5 weeks to kind of, make you remember. But the other thing I want to highly recommend that you guys do is go to HeidiWhitehair.com because we don't have a resource center yet. That is where these all live. Print these off and keep them in a binder so that you can revisit them. Okay. I add mine every single week to this, even though I'm the one that wrote them. It's great reminders and they're visual. So I think it's super helpful. So in a binder, print those off and have those ready for you. Did I already put this one in the binder today? What did I do with? Oh, here it is. Okay. So week 1, we talked about sharing your personal story. Testimonials are so vitally important. It is literally the most important tool that you have in your toolbox to build your business because people want to know two things. Did it work for you and will it work for me? And that is what you're going to share. And that people, you go to a big box store or a supplement store or anything like that. There's not someone standing there that says, "Hey, I put these products in my body every day, my family's body, and this is what happened." And that's one of the biggest reasons why testimonials are so powerful because you're giving it your personal endorsement and say, I take this and this is what happened to me. There's no greater, more powerful thing that you can share about our products than your own personal story. So that was week 1. Week 2, borrowing strength. And to kind of revisit that, if you don't have a testimonial on maybe you didn't lose a ton of weight and you have someone that wants to talk to someone that has, or maybe you don't have a health condition, but you know someone has gone through that and used our products. Those are great ways that you can utilize the borrowing strength to let them share their story. And there's a lot of different ways you can do that. You can do that through a 3-way text message. Although I love voice more than I love texting because that can be misinterpreted a lot. Or you can do a 3-way messenger, again, voice, and just say, "Hey, so and so, I'd really like you to meet so and so. I love their story. I thought you would too." And then you hand it off to that person, edify them, all of those things. And that just makes a huge impact by having that third party edification. And when you do borrow strength, especially through a 3-way phone call or 3-way message, you always want to make sure that edify the expert, and that expert would be the person that's sharing their story with your new person. Okay. So that's borrowing strength, kind of just a short kind of clip on that. And then number 3, creating product confidence. There's nothing better to do that than taking the product seriously every single day and getting the results that these products are known for. If you get like a half blank result, it's because you're taking it half blank. So take it seriously, give the products the chance to do in your body what you need it to do, and then share that story. And if you're not giving, hold on, I'm gonna make sure everyone's muted for sound quality. Sorry, I should have done that. So if you're not giving them a really good chance to show your body what they can do for you, then you're kind of ripping off the product line and you're ripping off the people you're sharing it with and yourself, by the way. Number 4, creating confidence in the compensation plan. The best way that I learned to, first off, know the compensation plan, and that's where your confidence comes from when you know it forwards and backwards and you can share it at the drop of a hat, verbally, get on the phone and share it on a cocktail napkin in a restaurant, anything like that. The more you share it, the more that confidence grows. And the more you're using it yourself, right? Like building your business out where it's paying you like a business and not costing you like a hobby. And then number 5, which was last week, it's ways to present. And we talked about not only presenting products, but also presenting the business opportunity. And there's so many different ways that you can do that. Really, a one-on-one, you plus two. So you meet with a couple of people for, a cup of coffee, having them to your house, getting them on a live, getting them on a team meeting. Any of those things and all of those things are ways to present, and you can get super creative with that. So that brings us to week 6 of our 16 weeks. And again, I highly recommend that you go to HeidiWhitehair.com. They're all there for you. Tomorrow, this one will be added, tonight's, and you can just copy them all off, 3-hole punch them, stick them in a binder so you always have them visually that you can kind of go back and revisit. So today we're going to talk about simple tools to build your business, and we have several. Number one is your phone contacts. Start with people that you know and trust, and that they know you and like you and trust you. Now, there's a caveat to that. Family's going to be your hardest people. I'm here to tell you. When I got started 27 years ago, and even now, 27 years later, when I could say that I'm pretty good at this, I'm pretty good at showing that the products work. I'm a living example of that. I can show you that the business opportunity works. I'm a living example of that. My family would not listen to me. It's the way human nature is. So go to people that you know love fitness, love health and wellness, trying to get healthier, wanting a home-based business. They've got some family members that might be constantly having colds and flus and those kinds of things. Anyone that you would look at and go, they're on the path to wanting to better their health and or their financial health. Those are your people. Those are the people that you go to first and just say, hey, I thought of you. And what a beautiful thing to say to somebody, I thought of you. It's not, I thought of you to sell a product to. It's not, I thought of you to put you under hot lights and, take your house from you, have you sign over your house. It's not that. It's, I thought of you because I know you're on a journey for better health. I thought of you because I know you would really love to stay home with your kids. I thought of you because I know time freedom is a big deal because now you're helping grandkids, helping aging parents, wanting to make ends meet, wanting to go on a vacation, wanting to fill in the blank. There's a million want tos in the world. Lots of people have different things that are important to them. But start with those people that you know are kind of on that journey anyways. I was on the journey for products because I had a sick baby. Didn't know I was on a journey for the financial side of it. But man, when I found out that I could quit daycare after 10 years of having kids in my house 12 hours a day, I was all on board. And even in the hardest times of my business, and of course you always have these in anything you do, that was my drive. That was the thing that made me get out of bed every day and have the why I did what I did. I didn't want to go back to daycare and I didn't want to leave my kids. So those were my options. I was either going back to daycare, which no thanks, or I was going to make this work. And so you get to decide what you want to do with this. But look for people like that. So number 2, social media. You already use this. Share your journey, not perfection. We're talking about this a lot on our Mentoring Monday. Just be real. If you're real and quirky, awesome. If you're real and super, smart, awesome. If you're real and love to, dance to music as you're doing a live, Anna, do that. Like people are going to be attracted to who you are normally. If I were, you guys all know me as I don't even want to know what you think of me, but y'all think of me however you think of me, right? If I got on and acted like very, I don't know, professional and very stoic and didn't smile and didn't joke and all those things, you'd be like, what is wrong with Heidi? Be you. Randy used to run on the treadmill and, you would be watching to make sure he didn't fall off as he was doing a live. Like whatever that is, be you, bring your personality and your creativity to that because that's what's going to attract your people. Number 3, your calendar. I think mine's on the kitchen table. So I have a calendar and I always buy one that has a pocket in the front or the back so that I can stick like postcards in there, my business cards. I have receipts, tax write-off receipts. That is my like business in a small thing that I have in my purse that I can always like organize myself. But schedule your follow-ups, schedule trainings and business time so nothing gets forgotten. You know that Ken is assistant chief for Kalispell Fire. Thursday night, this week, Thursday night, we have a fundraiser that we have to go through for the fire department. That's already in my calendar. So not only my business stuff, but Ken's business stuff, because those are important things. I'm not going to say, oh, sorry, honey, I have better things to do. I'm not going to schedule time for you. No. And if you have a 9 to 5, you show up, you punch in, you do your job. You're not, oh, I'm going to go do whatever today, because you won't get paid. It's no different when you're self-employed, work from home. You've got to schedule your time. And I learned this really early on, especially with daycare, is that the day can be halfway over before you even have any control of what you've gotten done. So I have to start my day with a routine. We talked about this on Mentoring Monday. I get up, I get ready, make my bed, all of the things, supplements, everything is a routine, just as if I'm going to work. I just don't have to leave the house to do that. So you have to be in charge of your own time, or your time is going to be in charge of you. And you'll never get anything accomplished. Number 4, one simple product or opportunity link. You don't need to explain everything, just share what helped you. Again, your results. And one of the things I see a lot is you might want to share, let's say, your product testimonial on the Be Charged. You don't also have to show the product information sheet and a picture of this and an ingredient panel and all that. Too much overkill. People will, they scroll because everyone has a form of ADD. And so they're just going to scroll past that. It's too much. Bite size, I love threes, I love bullets, and I love being short and sweet. Do not get on a live, especially if you guys are sharing something, and go, I'm going to wait to see who's joining us. And, I'm going to wait and see, oh, hi, Randy, and hi, Melody, and hi, Linda, and hi. No one wants to hear all that. I would click off in 5.5 seconds. That's boring. Jump in, share with people what they have. People are busy and they only have a certain amount of time. If you blah, 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 most people are going to jump off. Number 5, phone calls, texting, and messaging. We talked a little bit about this, but really the point of this is conversations build relationships. So the person that has the most conversation wins in business. But you want to make sure that you keep it simple and kind. You're always going to, even if someone says no, which you're going to have tons of those, like, believe me, tons of those, and it doesn't change who you are or what you should be doing. No just means no, not right now. But you want to always leave people intact. You never want to be like, well, fine, I don't care what you think, or have some sort of an argument with them. You want to leave them intact. Be kind. Thank you for listening. Love your input. Have a great day, type of thing. Let me know if your situation changes. Number 6, short videos and team resources. Let all the tools do the work for you. I think sometimes we feel like we need to reinvent the wheel. I tell people all the time, if you see something on my page, steal it. Like, I don't care. Don't reinvent the wheel. Just make sure you don't have my same story. You want to change it to be appropriate for you. But you absolutely can take anything that I have created. That's why y'all have so many tools, because I want them, you get them. So share and, again, take whatever that I post on my pages and just make it appropriate for you, change the information to your information, all that kind of thing. But let the tools do the explaining while you stay human. You're the one that's going to be the relationship builder. Think of you between the products and the person. You are the bridge. You're the person that is sharing with them, oh my gosh, the Be Charged is my very favorite product. I start every single day with it, and how it makes me feel is amazing. Like, I have energy all day. I feel clear. I feel focused. I also put the Be Clear in it. Love, love, love how I feel. That's all you want to say. You don't have to get technical with all the stuff. I remember in the beginning, I had a couple promoters that were like, I don't know everything about the products. Good. Really, when you don't know anything is when you're the best distributors, because you don't think you need to know more. You just kind of fly by the seat of your pants and have fun with it. Have fun with this. Number 7, team calls or trainings. Plug in, listen, and learn as you go. You have no pressure to know it all. Like I mean, if you thought about it, if you were to just bring one person a week, just one person a week to the business opportunity meeting or be up opportunity meetings on Tuesday nights, you could build your business just doing that. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate this. It's all about action. Nothing happens till you put this into action. Nothing happens until you put the products in your body, and nothing happens until you share your results. Number 8, be coachable. You do not need to be an expert to begin. You just need to start, stay coachable, and keep showing up. The people that show up go up. All right. And as you show up, and I'm sure that some of you that have maybe fallen, I don't get to fall off because I'm the one that comes and does these things. But for anyone that has fallen off, is that building your confidence? No. Showing up and learning every single week, that is what builds your confidence. That is what shows you maybe what you need to work on, maybe what you're super strong on, maybe something that these 16 weeks, one of you wants to do a training. Actually, a couple of you have reached out to me. I need to reach back out. I would love for you guys to do a training on this because you can not only get better as a leader and as a trainer, but you learn by having to learn about that subject. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know all this when I started, but I had to figure it out. Let's see. Number 9, notes apps or a follow-up notebook. So I have a follow-up notebook and I have follow-up sheets in it. And what I do is I put obviously phone number, name, phone number, email, and then if they have like a stay-at-home mom, 3 kids, lives in a small town, like any little details that I want to remember about that person, I will put on a follow-up sheet. Some of you do your phone. That's not me. I'm not like good at that kind of thing. I would much rather have it be on paper and, I'm a paper person clearly. So write down who you talk to, some personal details to help them get results and when you follow up. So when you follow up, you could say, "How is this working into your day? I know you have a busy morning with 3 little kids." People appreciate that you know about them and you care enough to follow up. You care enough to say, "How are things going? Do we need to fix and refine?" Maybe you do when you follow up and they're like, "Well, I can't like seem to get it in before." Okay, let's talk about that. This is how I do it. How about we try that for the next couple of days and I'll check in with you. Then you either fix and refine again or you celebrate and say, "Yay, I'm so happy we found a way that that's working for you." And then number 10, daily action and belief. Show up a little every day. Show up for yourself first. First and foremost, it's like putting on that oxygen mask on a plane. Show up on your pages, show up posting and showing people what you're doing every single day as a lead by example person. You guys know I'm a Seahawk fan, and yesterday the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. And one of the things that always so impresses me, I was listening to Sam Darnold talk about where he got to do it first leader like behaviors. And he said it was from his parents. He said his parents showed up every single day. His dad worked all day long, but at the end of the day, he would come home and he'd throw the ball with him. His mom she must have been a school teacher, but she would, I think, 7th and 8th grade. She would come home every day and still make sure she took care of her kids in the evening. He said they never talked about it, but it was just leading by example that he picked up. And that's what he does every single day on the field and off the field. And I thought that was so cool. So show up for yourself first, show up for your family, and then show up for your community. Like, do it yourself to build your business, build your confidence, build your results, all those things, because you are not the same person that you started this journey, right? You've all evolved, you've all changed, you've all grown. So build on that by showing up every day for you, your family, and your community. And this is your community. So show up a little each day. Confidence comes with consistency. And we talk about that a lot. Consistency over perfection, progress over perfection, showing up every day to better yourself and build that confidence. So with that, does anyone have any questions for me? Yes, no, maybe. Okay. So 2 things. I want you to print off your things off the HeidiWhitehair.com. Make sure you're creating a binder for yourself. And if anyone wants to do a training, I would love for you to reach out. Also, I would love it if I have some guest trainers on the next Saturday training, which is the first Saturday of March. Let me know if any of you would like to do that as well. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Happy Monday.